Let's give you this now. The Inkatha Freedom Party is holding its two-day national policy conference in Mpangeni, that's in northern KwaZulu Natal. The delegates deliberating on its policy and a number, or should I say policies, and a number of issues of national importance. This is the first policy conference of its party since the passing of its founder and president, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi. Newzroom Afrika's Ntando Mnyandu is attending the conference and joins us live now from Mpangeni. Ntando, good morning to you. So quite a key conference and pushed back somewhat in order to give respect to the departed leader of this party. However, one of the important elements that will likely come out of this conference, as already having been expressed, is the intention to move the legislature from Pietermaritzburg, which is the capital, all the way to Ulundi. Do you think that's likely to find favor?
Well, Toli, I think you've hit the nail on the head, my brother. What will be discussed here will form up, or will give us the look and feel of the party going forward in the absence of its founder and the President Emeritus who passed on in September this year, the late Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi. So there are quite a number of issues that will be discussed, but what the party seeks to do is to adopt a policy that will move it forward, under the leadership of the Honorable Velenkosini Hlabisa. So over a day or two, the party will discuss issues relating to the status of the electoral politics in the country, and also discuss, amongst others, pertinent issues relating to the economy, the justice system in our country, and other issues. But to tell us more of what will transpire over the next 2 days, I'm now joined by the national spokesperson of the party, Mr. Mkhuleko, or the Honorable Mkhuleko Hlengwa. Thank you very much for your time. We can see that delegates have already started coming in. Yesterday there was registration for the delegates and a media briefing. But what will be the look and feel of the conference, this policy conference, bearing in mind that it's for the first time that the party meets without its founder?
Thank you very much. Well, obviously, the policy review process has been a process. We started this review some 18 months ago. The intention of the office of the SG was that we begin in 2020, shortly after the 2019 elections, but we got interrupted by COVID-19. So it's a culmination today and tomorrow of that process. These discussions have been taking place at structures, and we are now, of course, here at conference. There are 7 work streams which have been constituted to ensure that we streamline the work of the committees. So once the morning session has been done, we're expecting President Hlabisa to open the conference shortly after 10 this morning, and then the commissions will begin the work. So it's a very work-related conference for the full day today to receive the submissions from the structures and the comments, and then there will be a consolidation of the policy discussions, and then tomorrow report back to plenary and adoption, and then there will be a briefing. What we want to do is to set into motion a process for the drafting of the manifesto, which we are going to be delivering and presenting to South Africans in March 2024. So from here, that's the next process. We are presenting a credible and viable alternative for South Africans. The ANC is not fit to govern, so they need to be removed from power, but that's step one. What is important is the corrective measures and interventions through policy that you will put in once you're empowered to ensure that you arrest the decline of the economy, to deal with the issues of jobs, crime, poverty and unemployment. So it's one thing to go to the elections, but what is important is the action plan that you set into motion, and we don't want to find ourselves fumbling at that point. So this is a get-ready conference so that when we are elected, we implement. And there's a particular focus on ensuring that we reclaim the province of KwaZulu Natal.
Speaking of reclaiming the province of KwaZulu Natal, the issue that you've been very vocal about, besides the leader, the IFP leader, saying 2024 is the same as 1994 for South Africans. the movement of or the relocation of the provincial legislature from the capital, Pietermaritzburg, to Ulundi. Does that form part of your discussions, and will you be moving forward with that?
Yes, the governance cluster is considering that. You see, what we need to weigh here is that there is a cost involved in the rentals in Pietermaritzburg, which are a drain on an already struggling fiscus. In Ulundi, you've got government-owned infrastructure which is fit for purpose and suitable for governance and for governing and the running of the administration of the provincial government. This wastage that is going on, the vanity projects that they are mooting in Pietermaritzburg. So we don't have time for those things. What we've got time for is real development of the people. And so, yes, the issue of the relocation of the provincial legislature to Ulundi is on the card. On top of that is issues around traditional leadership, the amendments of Chapter 7 and 12 of the Constitution to ensure that there's clarity in the powers, functions and responsibilities of traditional leaders working with councils. It's the issue around jobs. People speak about state banks. The IFP already has a blueprint for that. We established Itala Bank with a developmental agenda on our outlook. So we are here to review and refine our policies to set into motion a roadmap for 2024, and President Hlabisa will be very focused on setting the scene around the state of the country.
Thank you very much. Well, that will be the business of the day today and tomorrow. Those are the issues that will be discussed as the national spokesperson eloquently, outlines what will happen now going forward. We'll monitor the conference as we are expecting the leader of the IFP, the Honorable Mkhuleko Hlengwa, to make an official remarks opening this conference. There will be closed sessions, and there are sessions that will be allowed to sit in as the media. But with that, it's back to you in studio.
Ntando, Mnyandu, thank you very much. Live for us in Mpangeni, and that is the place where the IFP is sitting for its two-day conference.